Hello friends, now we are going to discuss about the secondary air pollutant. The secondary air pollutant are not directly emitted to the atmosphere. They are formed by some chemical or photochemical reactions. For example, ozone, PAN and photochemical smoke. They are not directly present in the atmosphere. They are created in the atmosphere. Such kind of pollutants are called secondary air pollutant. Now we are going to discuss about the ozone formation and ozone depletion. Ozone present at the all altitudes of the atmosphere. At the lower level, it helps to trap the heat to keep the earth warm, and it's in the stratosphere. It will helps to filter the UV radiations which are going to reach the earth. If the UV radiation reach to the earth, it will create the harmful effect on the human health, which may leads into formation of skin cancer. The formation of ozone is take place in atmosphere. It is a possible mechanism where atmospheric oxygen is going to absorb the UV radiation around 240 nanometer, and it is going to form the oxygen free radicals. These oxygen free radicals are very reactive, and they are going to combine with atmospheric oxygen, and they are going to give rise to ozone molecule. This ozone molecule is highly unstable, and it will absorb the again UV radiations from the sun, and it is going to dissociate in order to give the oxygen and oxygen free radical. Here formation of ozone and dissociation of ozone is the dynamic equilibrium, so that the ozone quantity will be in the atmosphere is maintained. The amount of ozone is measured by the Dobson unit. The ozone depletion. We know that in the atmospheric there is an equilibrium between the ozone formation and ozone dissociation. But by the man activity, some pollutant are added to the atmosphere, which are going to disturb this equilibrium, that is the ozone formation and ozone dissociation. Mainly the pollutant like carbon, chlorofluorocarbon, which is mainly used in the refrigerator propellants. Chlorofluorocarbon is very stable in earth, and it is inert and non harmful because the chemical stability. But when it is reaches to the stratosphere, in that stratosphere it will dissociate by absorbing the UV radiation. Chlorofluorocarbon, it will absorb the UV radiation and it will undergo dissociation, and it will give the chlorine free radical, and this chlorine free radical is going to combine with one of the oxygen of ozone molecule, so that it will form the chlorine monoxide and oxygen, and this chlorine monoxide is again going to combine with the oxygen, another oxygen free radical, and it is going to give rise to chlorine and oxygen. Whatever the chlorine free radical is generated is again target the another ozone molecule, so that it will disturb the formation of ozone. Here reformation of ozone will not take place, so that the ozone quantity present in the atmosphere will get reduced, and it may leads into harmful radiations. It will reaches into the earth level. The effect of ozone depletion are, it will the harmful radiations are going to reach the earth surface, and in the human it leads to causing the skin cancer, and it will also affect the many dynamical biological balance on the earth. Control of the ozone depletion is, instead of using the chlorofluorocarbon, we have to use the hydrogen chlorofluorocarbon or hydrofluoroalkene, which are free from the chlorine.